think about the future of our, that video that we had with Avi, with Omri Caspi, and everything he talked about, the 75 years of Israel, and if you think back on the past 53 years at Ben-Gurion University, all of the challenges. No, it's not working. Okay, there. All of the challenges and all of the great achievements go hand in hand with what we have been doing for the past 50 years. So I want to start with a story. I want to talk, last year I talked about the values of Ben-Gurion University. And I want to give it one quick story about one professor, one young professor. Ben is in the Department of Chemistry, and he really embodies excellence integrity. Ben was one of the first people who was hired once I became professor. Ben comes from Wales. He's not Jewish. He comes from a Zionist Welsh family. He has done his PhD at the Weizmann Institute. And every university in Israel was fighting for him to come to them. He's a genius. He's an incredible guy. Thanks to philanthropy from Nachum Guzik, from the Marcus Endowment, from the Crown Foundation, and from the Ilse Katz Institute, we succeeded in convincing him to build his future at Ben-Gurion University. So what's so special about what he does? Well, if any of you are Harry Potter fans, what Ben has discovered is how to become invisible. If you've ever seen how animals can change colors in order to blend in with their environment, Ben has discovered the chemical basis of animals changing their colors immediately to blend in with their backgrounds. And this finding was so important. For perhaps the first time in Ben-Gurion University's history, this finding was published on the cover of the most important journal for academic science called Science. And this happened 2 months ago. And Ben has been recognized worldwide. We're going to have to fight to keep him because everyone wants him to move to their university. But just an example of the type of incredible work going on at Ben-Gurion University that is enabled through philanthropy. Without this work, he would be at another university. Without this help, he would be at another university at Ben-Gurion in Israel today. So let's go over some of the new initiatives that we've had over the past year at Ben-Gurion University. We always talk about expanding opportunities. How Ben-Gurion University has to, over the past years, we've expanded our own expanding of opportunities, not only to the areas which we take for granted, but for example, a new program for Ethiopian women to be accepted to Ben-Gurion University by a new way of having them having to do their exams to be accepted to Ben-Gurion University, to increase the number of Ethiopian students who may not be succeeding in the classic psychometric SAT exams, or a program that we have for Ukrainian and Russian students to start their studies in Russian in Israel at Ben-Gurion University as they make their aliyah, as they get accepted into Israeli society. So we continue in our mission to open up Ben-Gurion University to diverse populations. Yeah, this one works as well. Okay. Wait 1 second. Okay. We talk about the power of together. The power of together goes with the way we do science. For example, we have a couple of new institutes. For example, the Center for the Study of Digital Politics and Strategy, mixing politics, political science, and cybersecurity. Or the Eigel Center for Food Systems, One Health and Resilience, which takes people from public health, which takes people from medicine, which takes people from this campus, takes people from sciences. Or the Vladimir Zelman MD PhD Interdisciplinary Center for Brain Sciences, incorporating professors from all the different faculties in the university, all studying how our brain works. And our newest center, the Guzik Center for Advanced Microscopy, a center that has the most advanced microscopes in all of Israel, here serving our professors both in engineering, natural sciences, and in health sciences. And everything is possible. This past year, we opened up Ben-Gurion University on the Hudson, together with New Jersey Institute of Technology. This is the ribbon cutting ceremony. Who could imagine Ben-Gurion University would be on the Hudson facing Manhattan? And if that's possible, then how about having a center for Ben-Gurion University in the Galapagos? This is what we're started inaugurating this year. This is the first delegation of Ben-Gurion University researchers from the Goldman Sonnenfeld School of Sustainability and Climate Change. This is the Galapagos reaching out to us to partner with them. And now we have a research center, a base for our own researchers in the Galapagos. Actually, if we would have our Board of Governors meeting there, would anyone join us? Okay, yeah, I think we should definitely, okay, Lloyd, that's what we have to work on. The Unit for Interdisciplinary Studies under the rector, has the Goldman Sonnenfeld School of Sustainability and Climate Change, the School of Brain Sciences, the Unit for Data Sciences. All of these things are breaking barriers to allow diverse academics. We have a new School of Education finally at Ben-Gurion University, bringing together 3 different units that were dealing with education. This is going to change the way this department, this school works. Or, for example, for the first time in the Negev, we finally have a Department of Occupational Therapy. You may not know this. Our Faculty of Health Sciences did not teach OT. For the first time in October, there's going to be occupational therapy in the Negev. There's a huge need for these positions in the health and providing aid in the Negev. And we have a new BGU hotel. I know that was going to get more, I knew that was going to get more response. It's small, only 45 rooms in the new North Campus, but the next time you come on your own, this is where you could stay, and it's very nice. We might take a look at it later. We always talk about going boldly, and our entrepreneurship program at Ben-Gurion University is the best entrepreneurship program in Israel. Ben-Gurion University, the small university of the Negev, 53 years old, is ranked in the top 50 worldwide for graduates who get venture capital. We're number 8 outside of Israel, outside of the United States. What are the chances of that happening? It's clearly impossible. Our venture capitalists, we have 8,000 students involved in entrepreneurship. We've over $17 million has been raised by our undergraduates to fund their companies. And this is only over the past 2.5 years. You all know, of course, about our cyber at Ben-Gurion University with Deutsche Telekom. This past year, we added to that. We now not only have the Deutsche Telekom labs, we have the Lenovo labs at Ben-Gurion University, and we have the Fujitsu cybersecurity labs at Ben-Gurion University, a superpower in cybersecurity. And the IDF, the Army, is finally here. After years of talking about it, this is Basmach, the school for Basmach Beit Sefer, the school for advanced computing in the IDF. This is building number 4 in our ATP. This entire building is a base. And you say, well, there's soldiers. How can they have soldiers in a base like this? On the roof, they have an open area where they do their marching once a morning and they raise the flags. But it's a high-tech building in the park. It's amazing. And this is the view from my apartment of the soldiers who are living in the Zlotovsky dormitories, walking across, stopping for coffee on their way to the base. It really is amazing. And talk about the view from my apartment. Let's take a look. This is the view from my apartment, from the porch. Here, there's the Marcus campus, the DNA bridge. This is the ATP, building number 1, building number 2, 3, 4, the arm. And what you have over here, that is the new IDF computing base being built adjacent to Ben-Gurion University. This empty lot is going to be building number 5. This empty lot is building number 6. We see this every day. I look out and see it changing. Here we come back to Ben-Gurion, to the Marcus campus. This empty lot will be a commercial hotel, a 400-room commercial hotel. And over there, we have the new North Campus. And why do we need that? Because the Marcus campus is full. Here we could look at top of the Marcus campus. The three last buildings. We have the Rachel and Max Javits Medical Simulation Classroom building, which some of you will be seeing later. Over here at Soroka, we're building the Delorio Medical Research Institute, which is a common research building with Soroka and Ben-Gurion University. And later this evening, we're going to be celebrating the Sylvan Adams Sports Center. And after that, there's no room for anything in the future, which is why we have the North Campus. The dormitories we talked about last year, and later today we're going to be celebrating the future where we're going to be having all of these buildings. Can you imagine this? Just in 5 years' time, all these new buildings going up. And 25 years from now, the North Campus will look like this. How are we going to do this? This is an incredible dream. But how are we going to build an entire new city in the Negev? Now, just imagine the impact that this is going to have on Beersheba when all of these buildings are built, when all of these students, when the soldier students are building their companies around Ben-Gurion University, around Beersheba. How are we assuring the future of Israel, the future of Beersheba, which means the future of Israel? What is our role in that? How are we going to do that? That's why I'm pleased to announce, and we're going to be talking about this also later today, that together by 2030, first of all, it's because of you. Let's just talk. Over the past year, we've further developed our global network of donors. The United States is still about a half of our philanthropy. But look at Israel. Look at this. Israel is growing every year. It's now the third largest country in terms of philanthropy to Ben-Gurion University. And that's why I'm convinced that there will be no problem by 2030, and we have to have big goals. By 2030, we are going to raise $1 billion. And the way we're going to, and now it's going to say, oh my God, how are we going to raise $1 billion? Well, I got really good news for you. We've been doing it quietly and you didn't even know it. We're already a quarter of the way there. This is since a year, this is over the past 2.5 years. We've raised almost a $250 million without even trying to reach this goal. And if you look at these numbers around the world, it's clear how we're going to do this. Our friends in the United States have said that they have no problem committing to even doubling their output. Canada for years has already been punching above their weight, as they say. Switzerland and the UK are our classic places where we've been raising money for years, which are being renewed. And if the rest of the world can renew their commitment to Ben-Gurion University, and we're going to be able to do that, there is no problem reaching this goal by 2030. And this becomes more important now than ever as we see the support for public education dropping in Israel. It is philanthropy which enables us to do the remarkable. We don't need philanthropy to pay our salaries. The government does that. But as the government cuts the budget for higher education every year, the funds to do these incredible things, more and more are going to have to come internally and externally. And looking at you, meeting you every year, and seeing what we've accomplished over the past 4 years, I have absolutely, positively, no doubt that we will reach this goal. And how are we going to be able to do that? It's because of the Israeli spirit. That's what we are at Ben-Gurion University. And what we have here in this picture, these are BGU students and staff getting together, taking their own time, discussing the situation in Israel. This is BGU. These are students from the right, from the left, whatever the right and left means in Israel anymore, I'm not even quite sure what it means, who decided that the best response that Ben-Gurion University can have to the crisis in Israel right now is to talk, is to get together and understand each other. This was an initiative of the rector, and we could see it was just hundreds of students showed up for this, and faculty members. We are the answer to the ills of Israeli society. We are the future. Ben-Gurion University embodies everything that we believe in about the future of Israel, because our real superpower is the Israeli spirit that has abided in Ben-Gurion University since its founding. We are the only university that was founded by a government mandate for the future of the country. And every day that I drive through the gate of Ben-Gurion University, I have a smile on my face, still in my 5th year, because what a privilege it is to be a part of something that you know that you are changing history, that you are part of history. And we are all a part of that. That is our superpower. So thank you very much for being part of Ben-Gurion University. I look forward to hearing what we're going to be doing this week and seeing next year what we're going to accomplish over the next year. And I'll just finish again with this picture that I've shown already 3 times. This is on Student Day. I just love, those are 20,000 students behind me. That's maybe our true superpower, our students. Thanks very much.